There is no clarity that has been given, neither from him, and I don't know also if you're going to clarify today as well.
Gari hilo lilipoonekana kwenye vyombo vya Cctv kule Naivasha, lilikuwa na watu wawili wameketi mbele. Nyuso hazionekani, lakini linaonyesha kuna watu wawili wameketi, so hakuwa peke yake. So mbona kwa ajali ambayo inasemekana ikaja alikuwa peke?
When these perceptions are being pushed and said where we have no forum of defending ourselves, are said, and they seem to be true because of lack of information by majority of the consumer of such propaganda. I was the PS for Ministry of Interior. Yeah? And Ministry of Interior has certain responsibilities. It still has, even today. And because the position we occupied is a position that demands you to have certain responsibility in especially what you say. And therefore, all accusations were flying around, one-sided, without ever having us have an opportunity because of collective responsibility. I would want to know what Deep State is today, but as it would always happen, and I hope that the people who are in offices actually create one, because the problem that I see is and it's not just this government, Kenyan government, it's governments all over. You must create a boogeyman who is the one who takes all the bullets on behalf of the king, even for things they don't know. But they are employed to take the bullets on behalf of the king. And therefore, I understood my job very well. 90% of the things that I was being accused of doing, saying, harboring, I was also hearing them sometimes for the first time as they are being said.
For the first time?
But someone must be blamed.
Yeah, how would you then describe the occurrences of Kamata Friday? Because these were very evident. I mean, it was being displayed on television. People can see we have security officers. Of course, with security vehicles, they are actually, invading without even any court warrants, houses of politicians who are akin to be on the opposition side.
I think I wouldn't come here to lay blame on any government institutions. Yeah. But because now I'm a Kenyan, I can say some of the things. One time, I saw in the news that Moses Kuria had been arrested. One time, and Moses Kuria is your friend, you can ask him actually. I also ask, why is Moses Kuria arrested? And this is political time. So I called the DCI that time and asked Bwana, why do you want to give Moses Kuria mileage, political, by arresting him over things I'm also not understanding? So I started negotiating for Moses Kuria. Negotiating. Because unlike what people believe, yeah, the Ministry of Interior, they are there now. You can ask them whether they can actually command National Police Service. National Police Service. They can't. But they work together. So we are the civilian front as a ministry of police, because police are disciplined. So the civilian front and the political front of National Police Service is Ministry of Interior. So you interpret things broader than them because you have more view of the country than just security. Then when I'm very busy doing that, I see Moses Kuria on TV saying, Kibisho hata ukinishika. I'm here very busy trying to
negotiate.
And he is there. People who are not in the know today think that I had anything to do with that arrest. And therefore, because we left government, I have actually told anyone who cares to listen, we never left with anything in government. We left all files intact. We never left with files. We never left with records. They are there. I would want one officer in Kenya today to come forth and say, I received a phone from Karanja Kibicho. One, not two, to say an officer. Then you will call him here. I face him to say, which phone call did I make to you to arrest anybody? One. I don't want to. But you see, when these perceptions are being pushed and said, where we have no forum of defending ourselves, yeah, most of the time, because when you are in a political space, you also must understand the audience.
Mm-hmm. But it will be disingenuous of you to say that you have no forum to defend yourself, because we've had also the former cabinet secretary on the platform ask the same questions regarding River Yala. Would you account for the bodies that were actually found in River Yala under your watch as well? And he's been always, obfuscating and, pussyfooting around the issue, talking about, public inquest that now will have Kenyans to really come and say and give an account of the missing people and which bodies were found there. There is no clarity that has been given, neither from him, and I don't know also if you're going to clarify today as well.
We needed to finish with Kamata Kamata. Then,
was that part of Kamata Kamata? Maybe Kamata Kamata, then they're taken to River Yala.
Today I want you to ask all the questions, including the ugly ones, that are pendled around because you want to achieve a certain political mileage. I've made an offer. Yeah, I was PS for Interior for 7 years. When I went there, there was an Inspector General, I think that time he was Boynet. There was Kemayo, I found him. Then Boynet, then Mutiambai. And when I was leaving, there was this other one, what was the name of the last one?
Kanja?
No,
not Kanja.
The before one.
It eludes me as well.
Yeah. I would want, and they had Deputy Inspector Generals of Police. Obviously, I don't expect there is a Kenyan who would think I was calling an OCS. So if I'm calling someone to arrest someone, I would obviously call those ones. When I came in, there was a DCI, Mohoro, and they left when there was a DCI, Kenoti. Yeah, those are the ones who are, when he came in, there was Geshangi, who was the Director General of NIS, and Kameru, who was Director General of NIS when we left. Yeah, I am offering myself, one of them, to say that Kibicho called us and told us, arrest this person, and I'll take full responsibility. There are lies that are pendled, and they seem to be true. If there is a DCI who arrested a person and arrested that person wrongfully on a Friday, that Kamata, that person has a responsibility to actually take on that DCI head on. Then the DCI will go to court and say, oh, no, I was not acting out of my own volition. I was told by Kibisho. Then I will take full responsibility in this country. In fact, I will not need to be tried. I'll walk to prison and tell them, be saying the years when I'm inside.